Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into the world of decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs. It's really a game changer in how groups manage themselves without a central
Yep,
boss.
absolutely. I mean, think about it. No CEO, no board of directors, just a collective, right?
Exactly. So a DAO is like an organization that relies on blockchain and smart contracts for group decision making. Everyone in the group votes on decisions, which means that no single individual has like all the power.
Right. So it's kind of like when you and a bunch of friends decide on activities without, one person calling all the shots, only on a blockchain level.
Yes, exactly. And the process is automated. Imagine you want to buy new equipment for a fitness club. Instead of one person managing the funds, a proposal gets posted, everyone votes, and the smart contract executes the purchase
Oh, that's
automatically.
neat. I like that example. It really makes it tangible. Speaking of that, these smart contracts, they are basically the rule book, correct?
Right. The code is written with agreed upon rules, so there's no room for bureaucracy. It's like a self driving car. It follows a preset set of instructions with precision.
Yes. And it's all on a blockchain, so every transaction, every decision is recorded openly. That sounds super transparent.
Definitely. All proposals, votes, and executed decisions are available for anyone to check. This ensures that no shady business goes on behind closed doors.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Transparency is a huge win. But can you break down a bit more about the types of DAOs out there?
Sure. So DAOs come in multiple flavors. Like, for example, investment DAOs pool money for investments. Governance DAOs are more about running or making decisions for an organization. And service DAOs focus on leveraging skills and providing, resources or
Very
services.
versatile. It's like each DAO tailors itself for a different purpose, kind of like how a fitness club could have separate committees for equipment buying versus planning events, right?
Exactly, exactly. In fact, one of the articles compares a DAO to a fitness club where everyone votes on buying that new treadmill instead of having one person do it. It's that democratic collective edge that makes it innovative.
Yep, it's fascinating. It democratizes the decision-making process. However, don't you think there could be issues when too many people are involved? Voting fatigue, maybe?
That's a fair critique. DAOs do run into challenges like scalability and participation fatigue. When the number of members grows, coordinating votes can slow things down and, well, people might get less engaged.
Right, and there's also the issue of technical complexity. Not everyone is comfortable with coding and blockchain tech.
Absolutely. These setups require a good amount of expertise to set up properly and to ensure security because smart contracts and digital assets are vulnerable to hacking if not coded securely.
Yep, that's crucial. That reminds me, the infamous incident with the DAO in 2016 hit the headlines because of a hack that exploited a recursive bug.
Oh, yes, the DAO hack, a real lesson in security. It drained about $60 million by taking advantage of a flaw in the code,
Wow, really?
leading to an Ethereum hard fork to recover the funds.
That incident really set the stage for stricter security measures and more robust DAO designs moving forward.
Exactly. It was a wake up call. And then you have examples like Constitution DAO, which, although didn't win its auction, mobilized thousands through collective effort to buy a rare copy of the US Constitution.
Yeah, that's impressive. Not to mention MakerDAO for maintaining the DICE stablecoin. That's another great example of a DAO in action within finance.
Yeah, MakerDAO is super interesting. It operates on managing financial products with a decentralized group making critical decisions about stability and collateral.
Absolutely. So overall, the main benefits of DAOs seem to be inclusivity, transparent governance, and efficiency, right?
Exactly. They allow everyone an equal opportunity to participate and vote, which means that the organization's direction truly reflects the collective will rather than just a select few.
And by leveraging smart contracts, there's minimal bureaucratic overhead. Everything is executed automatically once the conditions are met, which is pretty remarkable.
Yes, it's like having a digital referee that makes sure the rules are followed to the letter without personal bias
Yeah,
interfering.
that's really efficient. However, one thing that puzzles me is how do DAOs handle, say, uneven participation? Where some members might vote far more actively than others.
That's a good point. In many DAOs, voting power is sometimes influenced by your stake in the organization or your level of contribution. While this can sometimes lead to more experienced members having a greater say, it's still more, distributed than traditional hierarchies.
True. I guess it's a trade-off, balancing between democratic representation and ensuring that those who invest more get to influence decisions a bit more.
Exactly. And that balance can vary depending on the DAO's purpose. For instance, investment DAOs might weight votes based on contribution amounts, whereas governance DAOs might adopt a one-person, one-vote system.
Right, interesting dynamic. It's like there's no one-size-fits-all, and each DAO can tailor its approach based on its objectives and the community's needs.
Precisely. And that's one of the most exciting things. DAOs are still evolving. People are experimenting with different governance models and decision-making processes, which means we could see even smarter systems in the near future.
Yeah, evolution in real time. And what about legal challenges? DAOs seem to be catching the eye of regulators lately.
Right, that's another big challenge. Regulatory bodies like the SEC are scrutinizing them to see if they should be treated as securities. This can, in theory, subject DAOs to additional legal complexities.
Definitely a hurdle. So while DAOs offer a truly innovative approach, they also need to navigate this murky regulatory environment.
Precisely. And along with that, there's the technical complexity and the risk of bugs or hacks. It's a learning curve. But the promise they hold for democratizing decision-making and resource management is huge.
Absolutely, it's a brave new world. All in all, DAOs represent this blend of technology, governance, and community spirit. It's like they're reinventing how we think about organizations from the ground up.
Totally. It's a fascinating mix of code and collective human decision-making. And yes, while they might have challenges now, scalability, legal, technical, the potential to reshape industries is very exciting.
Yeah, super exciting. So to wrap it up, DAOs are essentially organizations without that traditional centralized control, driven by smart contracts, blockchain, and, community voting. They promise transparency, efficiency, and inclusion, even if not without risks.
Exactly. They're like a digital experiment in direct democracy. A playground where you can see how collective decision-making might work on a global, decentralized scale.
Completely true. It's been a dynamic discussion. Thanks for breaking it down in such detail. I think we've unpacked a lot about what makes DAOs both revolutionary and still a bit of an evolving experiment.
Absolutely. Here's to watching this space as DAOs continue to evolve and potentially transform how communities and organizations operate. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.